Nikki. This week I'm going to talk about, as was suggested by Liz 2 weeks ago, I'm going to talk about gender stereotypes. And before we talk about that, I want to give a quick definition of what gender stereotypes are. Some of you might know, some of you might not, but just so that we're on the same page. A gender stereotype is a simplistic generalization about gender attributes, differences, and roles of individuals or groups. So for example, you may have heard this before. Men can't wear dresses. Why, you might ask? Or maybe you won't ask that. Maybe you agree to that. Maybe you say, hey, that makes sense. But do you ever stop and think, why? What's the problem with a man wearing a dress? Aside from the fact that it is not culturally normal for a guy to wear a dress, and I put that in quotes because what is normal anyway? But my point is that, gender stereotypes and gender norms are something that was made up by man. And when I say men, I don't just mean men, by women too, but probably mostly men. But it was made up by humans, It's something that we made up and then we subscribe to. And then when someone steps out of that, it makes us feel uncomfortable. But I'm going to talk today about male stereotypes and some female stereotypes and, talk a little bit about gender. Because I think it's really important, as an ally, it's good for people to understand, what is gender, and also understand that we don't have to specifically stick to gender stereotypes. I'm going to start with the male stereotypes, and then I'm going to do the female stereotypes. So here's some male stereotypes. All men are masculine. All men are into sports. All men are fearless. All men are unemotional. All men are immature. All men are strong. That was 6 male stereotypes, and I wasn't going to go in and explain them all because I think common sense will tell us that we all know one man who does not fit into a few of those stereotypes. And they may not necessarily be gay. They just may not fit into those stereotypes. Because all men are not created equal. And we're going to learn that in a minute because I'm going to do all the female stereotypes. So here they are. These are the female stereotypes. All women are feminine. All women care deeply about their looks. All women are emotional. All women are weak. All women love shoes. All women fawn over puppies and kittens. So just by listening to those, again, you can kind of see, I'm sure you know women who don't fit a few of those stereotypes. I think that, for example, myself, I don't fit into any gender stereotypes. I don't fit into the male gender, completely fit. I don't completely fit into the male gender stereotype, and I don't completely fit into the female gender stereotype. I kind of am, I would consider myself not androgynous, but non-gender. Or non-gendered. I prefer to live my life as myself and not have to worry about, oh, am I too feminine? Am I too masculine? I mean, most people would look at me and say, yeah, she's probably femme, but I don't consider myself femme because I'm not a fan of dresses. I hate shopping. I'm not a big fan of shoes. I do like to wear jewelry, as you can see, but I don't really wear a lot of makeup. And yes, I'm pretty emotional sometimes. And I can be a little feminine and I love puppies and kittens, but, I'm not, a typical female, if you want to say that. And that, again, is another stereotype. So anyway, I want you guys to tell me what you think, and I also want you to try something really cool. Right down here in the underbar, in my pants, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to put a gender assumptions quiz that I took a little while ago, and what it does is all you have to do is check off. There has a list of male stereotypes and a list of female stereotypes, and I'm just going to go through each list and check off which ones describe you. Then at the end, which is the really fun part, you're going to add up all the male gender stereotypes and all the female gender stereotypes, and you're going to see which one you got the most of. For example, I took this quiz, and lo and behold, I scored 13 male gender stereotypes and 9 female gender stereotypes, which didn't surprise me because I tend to lean more towards the typical male gender stereotypes, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you learned a lot. And, you know, if you know somebody who is struggling with their gender identity, or if you know somebody who, you know, wanted to learn more about it, I'm also going to post a link below with some more information about that. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!